Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Saturday, what is this, the 6th, I think? Yeah, it's the 6th. Oh, hang on. I'm going to lose the Bluetooth. How many times a day do you check your email? Is there a standard amount of times that you're supposed to do that? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah. Got somebody here. Don't know who it is. But welcome, welcome, whoever you are. Very glad to have you in my little old chat. You know what? I slept like crap last night. I was so tired when I went to sleep, and I still ended up sleeping like crap. Looky there. Number one in the door is none other than the beautiful Najuma Brown from Long Island. Najuma, my dear, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today, dear? Mm, went to Eva's. Oh, yum. Need I say more? There's the pancake house in my hometown called Eva's, out on the north side of town. And oh boy, it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Now, Juma, I believe you know my sister China. Oh, Plump just tagged in. That is Larry from British Columbia. Always glad to have him. He brings beautiful perspective and compassion to our group. Not that it was lacking. I hope not. Meetings and greetings, everybody. Tired, but okay. Okay, Najuma. So, was this funeral day and you're tired because that's all over with, right? Or did I have the wrong day? I was thinking your funeral was this weekend, I thought. Um, Let me get my glasses. I'm eating pretzels because I've been sick all night. I don't know what's going on. It might be that time of the month for me. Najuma says yes, yes. Okay, Najuma. For whatever it's worth, even in the middle of the night, I was praying for you and for everybody involved, not just you, but the family and the friends. There's a couple of things I always ask God for, and I always try to believe Him for, and that is peace of mind and comfort in the heart. Because the heart doesn't operate out of logic, the heart operates out of pure, raw emotion. So I ask God to comfort that somehow. It might be going crazy. You just need a little bit of peace in your mind, comfort in your heart. And I'm hoping that's how it played out for you, Najuma. And you know what? Whenever you lose somebody that's precious to you, you don't just lose them once. You'll find all kinds of situations and you'll think, oh, well, I'm going to call my best friend. And then you'll be like, well, that's not going to work because they're not here. Um, I've done that with several, probably half a dozen people that I've lost, especially in the last 10 years. Been very challenging, I will say that. Um, I will tell you, I feel like a better Christian because of it, but I don't know that I would wish it on people because there is pain involved. That would be like wishing life-saving surgery on someone. Um, I'm going to get back to Sean and Steph in just a minute. We're going to talk about Sean and Steph. But if you wish a life-saving surgery on someone, let's say it's open heart surgery. That's a very, very invasive surgery. Huge risk for infection. As of yet, they can't do major open heart surgery. They can do some, but you know, so when we pray, and say, well, you got to have this, and they'll be like, I don't know. I just don't want that pain. You say, yeah, but it'll save your life. Some people will tell you, I don't care. My life's not that bad. Um, I don't need to. I want to get back to Sean and Steph. Sean and Steph, for those of you who don't know, that is Sean and Steph Mullen. Now, Jim, I forget where they're from. Seems like it's in the South, but I can't remember where. Um, he was diagnosed last year with pancreatic cancer. And I'll get into another day why that particular cause is special to me. Nevertheless, it's a very aggressive cancer. It's a very quick cancer. To be honest, in my opinion, Sean has lasted longer than anybody ever thought he would, not the least of which is his doctor. You got to realize when oncologists they try to give you some food for thought or kind of like a bright light. You remember those little red laser lights people had the craze with, and they used to shine them on things? It's kind of the way it is. Well, they told Sean a year ago it's going to be a tough battle, but the numbers, we're encouraged by the numbers. Well, that can mean anything. Um, you can be encouraged by your weight, and then you gain 5 pounds by tomorrow. Um, that's how that goes sometimes. I guess Steph put on a synopsis today. I read it, and it was basically just a quick email letting everyone know that the oncologist team came in yesterday and had told her she needs to make her plans now, and that from what I was gathering, what she was saying, they didn't give him but maybe 2 or 3 days. Um, they are not an old couple. Um, I think they're a loving couple. Um, they've certainly supported the cruise community. All of this has been running all through the cruise community this morning. Everybody texting, what do we do? What do we do? And like, best thing you can do is if you talk to either one of them, tell them you love them and you're praying for them and leave it at that. And then, of course, the best thing is talk to God. If you believe in God, man, have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about your trouble. That's more than just a good old-fashioned song. It's really the way of the world that we live in. If ever there were a time when our world needed prayer. But right now we're talking about Sean Mullen, and he is suffering. I will tell you that. If anyone tries to make you feel like he's not suffering, you're not getting the full picture. Cancer can be and usually is very painful. However, whatever that is probably multiplied by 3 on the pain scale. It's one of the worst pains a person can have. I won't get into it right now, but I can testify from personal experience. It is not something you want to play around with. So keep Sean in your prayers. Number 2, keep Steph in your prayers. Since she's not an old lady, um, she needs all the encouragement she can get because she was looking forward to having this long, beautiful life with her husband. And now it looks like, oh my God, this whole thing's going to curl up and die. Let's see what Tina is saying here in the chat. Somebody's got a comment. There you go. Don't just say you're going to pray. You got to do it. That's exactly right. We love people that pray for us. We love everyone, but anybody that has been through something traumatizing, um, especially if it's painful, um, then you know the value of your friends and family that actually pray for you. Um, with each generation that passes, I get more and more concerned about the dilapidated state of our world. It's kind of a nightmare a bit. Um, I'm not going to let that happen on my watch, though. I'm going to make sure, I'm definitely not a perfect person. But if I tell someone I'm going to pray, I do pray. And my family and friends, I think they know that. That doesn't mean God does what I say. That just means I try to touch God for my friends and family. And I do that all the time. And I hope you do too. It's a beautiful thing that we get to come before our Savior and bow down humbly and ask Him, for whatever the things are we need. Um, who else we got in the chat? Looks like a couple more coming. Oh, looky there. Oh, it's that lovely, lovely Victoria May with Life Unfiltered. Victoria, my dear, very good to have you. Victoria May shows up everywhere. We love her. Victoria, Juma, they just show up everywhere. They're kind of like Jesus. Are you guys related to Jesus somehow? Um, I see. I have a guess. I wonder if this person is trustworthy. You decide. Oh, there he is, all the way from British Columbia. That is our friend. You know him, Plump Travelers Larry Giroux. Hello,
Good,
my brother.
good morning, brother. How are you doing?
No complaints. And you?
Um, Having a rough day, but I really wanted to come on because you lift my spirits. So I love hanging out with you. So I had to come visit you, if that's okay.
I'm glad you did. Come on. I'm glad you did. I'm very glad you did. I had a very challenging night. It did not necessarily go so well, but I tried to get. I went to the Walmart with mommy for about an hour, and I'm pretty well done for the day because I didn't sleep much during the night. Look who else popped in here with us, Plump. That is our beautiful friend Victoria May. She wanted to come up on the screen.
Hi,
Uh,
Victoria.
Elvis asked me.
Hello.
For those of you that don't know, my sister is talking there. She said Elvis asked, "What up?" That is my nephew, Elvis Presley Jones.
Uh,
He was born on Elvis Presley's birthday.
oh wow.
His mom and dad, my sister, rest in peace, and my brother-in-law went to see Elvis's very last concert.
Oh wow.
They didn't know it was going to be his last at the time. Um, you are most welcome, Victoria. Most welcome, Victoria. How are you, love?
I'm doing good, Papa. Thank you. How are you?
No complaints. I think I've whined and moaned about all I can today.
What are you whining and moaning about? I'm sorry I'm late. I just kind of popped in just now. I've been trying to catch up on everybody's videos. So I try to catch everybody I can and pop in and say hello personally once in a while. But
It's
I heard you say,
impossible. It's impossible to do that, isn't it?
well, it can be done, but not always.
Right.
You will catch up, but it just takes a lot of time and patience, and you might not get them right away, but you'll eventually get them.
Oh, this is my sister saying she's got to run. Chena, I love you. Tell Dad I love
Hi,
you.
Gina.
Um, you need
Hi,
to.
Anthony. Anthony Simone's here. Sorry, Papa.
Oh, okay.
You,
I didn't.
When you go down to the CVS, Chena, ask them about passport photos. Just saying.
I, I heard you saying something about people saying they're going to pray and
Yeah.
maybe not really doing it. Well, we might not know that. And I hate to say it, but we might not know whether you truly are praying or just saying you're praying, but the guy upstairs
He
does
knows.
know.
He definitely
He
knows.
hears you when you say you're going to pray, and he knows when you're lying. And it says in the Bible, you're not supposed to lie,
There's no
even a
pulling the
little
wool.
white lie.
There's no pulling the wool over his eyes, right?
That's right. So you might be fooling us, which don't matter much, but you ain't fooling him. And if you want to be admitted into the heavenly gates, you're going to do all you can to please him.
You got to keep it.
And that's if you really believe. If you're just doing it for views of people on YouTube, well, okay. But if I say I'm going to pray for somebody, guarantee I pray for somebody.
I just,
I might,
I would be afraid not to because
you,
if I,
I might not remember everybody, all, the specifics, but I will pray that God will know the people I said I'm going to pray for and remember those people that I said I would pray for. And I will ask forgiveness that I don't remember who it was, but I will ask that He either help them with their medical, financial, whatever it may be. And so if I say I'm going to pray, I might not specifically remember the person, but I'll remember that I said I was going to pray, and I will ask God to remember those people.
well, I pray for people sometimes right away. If I'm watching somebody like on a YouTube video or whatever, and they say, "Oh, please remember us in prayer," and it's not one like interactive like this. They
Yeah,
say, "Pray for us in prayer." Well, then I put their name in my little notepad thing up there, and I go right then and pray for them. Pray serious, a heartfelt prayer. I may not know all the deets. I may not have all the details, but God does. I
yeah,
can't tell you the time I've had to rely on His memory because a half a dozen strokes it can kill a half a dozen people. And for
yeah.
the reason I'm not dead yet, so I'm thankful for that. But I
Amen.
do pray for everybody on my list. I don't know. My list is well into the size of a small city at this point.
If I may, uh,
Yes,
when I first was a Christian, I started to learn how to pray. They had a little program for me and Ananda to learn and all that kind of stuff. And then I actually bought a book, a huge, thick book, but it was where to direct your prayers, worldly. But then I also had a coworker who taught me about lists, writing down lists of names. And then it got to the point where, hey, this is getting too far out. So personally, for me, if I say I'm going to pray for you, Victoria, I'm going to look towards you, and God knows where my heart is. Right? Do you know what I mean? So it's not like I'm going to run out into my bedroom after we're done talking and pray. He knows where my prayers are going. He knows what we're like you were saying here earlier. Like he knows what we're thinking, right? So he knows where that prayer is directed. So in the case of Sean and Steph, like he knows where my heart is. Like right?
my
So
I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. I've been down this road. I
and
understand. I understand all too well about pancreatic cancer, and it's supposed. Anthony, my goodness, what are you doing?
I was plugging my charger in, sorry.
Plugging your charger. That's not called a charger, son. Oh my God.
that was looking a
Yes.
little strange, Anthony.
I'm gonna have to
No,
call it.
sorry, I was plugging it.
I don't know. It looked like you were trying to show us a little something, something. Maybe we better
No,
pray.
no, no.
Maybe we better pray for you, buddy.
And Victoria, I remember meeting you on Papa's Alive before.
yes, yes. And sometimes my prayers might be simple and quick at the moment. If I hear somebody say that or ask for prayer, I might in my head right then go, Lord, please hear this person's need and answer their prayer. And it might be as simple and as quickly as that. But if I stay in my head, it's like when God says, go into your closet and pray so that it's not known to man what you do.
That's right.
And
Because it's
I
not
do
about
that.
us praying in front of you just so you'll hear it. It's not about that. It's
Yes. It's from the heart. It's
Yeah.
from the head, and it might be right at that moment. Like I said, I might not know the person in the chat, but I might see their plea, and right then and there go quiet, and in my head be asking God to
Exactly.
hear that plea,
That's exactly what
and
I'm
it
saying.
might be that simple, but it's heartfelt,
Well,
and it's
I
on it.
pray for people sometimes by their conditions because I might know 10 people with pancreatic cancer and I may only know two or three of them's names. So I'll just say, well, Lord, you know about all these people. Now, I'll mention the ones I know, but there'll be others. I was a cousin of Sister Donna at church, and that's Donna's niece, and she's got pancreatic cancer, and whatever her name was, and not just her, but all the people that we know that are suffering of pancreatic cancer. Then I move on to whatever,
Yeah.
uh, all the all the different maladies of the world. There's no shortage of topics to pray for. And, I pray that Anthony doesn't moon us all.
Yeah, really.
I hope he doesn't.
No.
I was getting a little concerned with that.
No.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Anthony will pray for you, Anthony.
I
I'm
mean,
plugging in my charger.
I don't judge people, Anthony. If you're into a speedo, I don't judge. I don't.
Oh my god.
Are you blushing, Anthony?
What happened?
Are you blushing?
He's awful
No.
red, isn't he?
Yeah, he is there. Looks a little red there.
It's just hot in here.
Oh,
It's hot in this room.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
let's
Pick
take
up
yeah.
Papa,
Uh-oh.
I didn't know you were going live today.
You didn't? I didn't either till I got up.
Oh, because I didn't see no reminder, so I just got the notification.
Well, I got out and about. Went to Walmart with mommy and got a few provisions and came home. Right now, all I can seem to eat is these pretzels, these little pretzel squares. That's the only thing that's not tearing my stomach up. I don't know what's going on. So I'm eating a few of these to see how this goes. This is about the easiest thing I can eat for me, and we'll see how this goes. And if this goes better, I'll get me some potato and cheese pierogies. Yum.
Cheese. I thought you don't eat cheese.
I don't eat cheese. I don't eat American cheese.
Oh, it's the American cheese you don't like, the cheese slices. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
actually love American cheese.
To me,
Especially
it's
on
not
burgers.
cheese. I don't know. It doesn't have the same. I don't know. It doesn't have the same process as traditional cheese, but I used to eat it a lot when I was younger. But I kind of got tired of it on hamburgers, like McDonald's hamburgers and stuff.
hmm
Um, I can eat it if I get a Wendy's hamburger. I can definitely eat cheese on a Wendy's hamburger because it kind of goes with the flow. Wendy's hamburgers, oh man, they're so greasy, but I love them.
I'm on a guy's burger kick, but it's the donkey sauce that they have on the guy's burger. And
Oh yeah, I heard you talking about that yesterday.
oh, I can't eat it. I can't eat a burger another way now. This is just my way of eating a burger now. So it's mayonnaise, mustard, Worcestershire sauce, a tiny bit of garlic, and salt and pepper. You
Tiny
don't
bit.
necessarily need the salt because it's already necessary, but the recipe called for salt.
What are you, Joseph Stalin? What's this tiny bit of garlic?
Oh gosh, I followed the recipe and I was afraid to walk around people, Papa.
I love garlic.
Oh, I love garlic,
Well,
but
Now
I hope people stay away from me for a while because
Yeah.
I got the actual garlic cloves and I fry them in butter.
I
And
love garlic. I love garlic. It's just
okay. What else was it? Garlic and what else?
so it's mustard, mayonnaise. Okay,
Hold
so more mayonnaise than mustard. I don't have the recipe in front of me, but it's
So it's actually
mayonnaise, mustard, garlic.
Hang on. Mayo, mustard. I'm gonna write this down.
Garlic and Worcestershire sauce with salt and
Garlic
pepper.
and Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. That's it.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Oh,
Yeah.
salt and pepper.
Yeah, I have it right here. I just pulled it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's see. Tell them what the recipe is, Anthony.
It said you need to combine mayonnaise, roasted garlic, yellow mustard, Worcestershire sauce, salt, and pepper in a bowl.
What did you say on the mustard?
Yellow mustard.
Yellow mustard.
Yellow mustard. Yeah. Okay.
But of course, you can change your own things up. But the traditional donkey sauce is yellow mustard.
That's how
but
it
if
is.
you want,
yeah.
you can put Dijon mustard or whatever you want in it.
Are we talking about like Eddie Murphy donkey, the donkey sauce?
That's what they call it.
Okay. All right.
And a sliced cheddar on melted a melted sliced cheddar on top of the burger and a nice brioche bun, toasted bun.
I like them both. I like them both.
And Papa, if you want to get a little fancy, like carnival, you could put French fries or onion rings on your burger.
Yes, they do that too as well.
I love potato chips on lunch meat sandwiches. I grew up in the summertime. I'd spend it with my aunt and uncle on the lake, and she would always make us either bologna or ham. It was a really good week if she had boiled ham, but other than that, we always had like Oscar Mayer bologna, and she would make us sandwiches, and she would say, "Alan, you want your potato chips on it?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And I love sour cream and onion potato chips.
Very common to have potato chips with your sandwich. It's a common lunch.
I always do that. Have chips, yeah, over there.
Well, that's called
Very American.
donkey
that?
chips.
Very American. Classic American.
We do it up here. Maybe Canadians copied the Americans, which they do sometimes.
Papa, when you eat a sandwich, do you put chips in your sandwich?
I like to if I eat.
I see some people do that.
If I
Oh,
eat,
you're talking about putting it right in the sandwich and no.
Yeah, I see some people do that, like potato chips.
I like the thin ones though. I don't like the real thick. Like I don't like Ruffles necessarily. I like the thin ones, like the Lay's original or the sour
like
cream
that,
and onion that are Lay's. They're just like the Lay's original, except they got.
Now my wife.
Yeah, Ruffles is too big. I don't like that.
It's the lightly salted Lay's, which is basically the same as the regular Lay's, which is what I like, the salty ones. She doesn't like as much salt, so she gets the lightly salted, which are not too bad. But.
Is that
I had those. Those are good, the lightly salted.
Is that the one in the blue bag, Larry?
Blue bag, yes. The blue bag, yeah.
I haven't had those. I'm not real keen on salt. I don't salt or pepper any of my food ever. But if I go to somebody's house and they'll say, "Oh, this kind of tastes bland," I'm thinking, well, in my mind, that's perfect for me.
That's Ananda and her mom. They're both do not put no salt on anything.
Hello, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Tommy travels in.
Where is Tommy? Tommy is.
He just popped in the chat.
That is the great Tommy Travel. I've got a video on deck.
Hello.
I watched it. Yeah, I saw one earlier, and I had to go to the market, but I'm getting ready to run one of his. He's got an adventure. He's talking about the weather breaking, so I'm figuring it's a pretty new adventure. It looked nice though. I love.
Yeah,
Tommy.
Larry, I seem to like that better. The lightly salted, the blue bag.
Yeah, I've not had them. I've had.
You never had it, or you got to try it. Yeah.
I'm not real big on regular Lay's. I like the sour cream and onion, and I love the Ruffles cheddar and sour cream. Oh,
you like that?
Have you
Papa,
tried
you like salt and vinegar or no?
I love salt and vinegar. Heck yeah.
Papa, have you tried?
Because they have Lay's
Ketchup
too.
Chips?
You're talking over each
Oh,
other.
sorry, it's the
No,
delay.
that's all right. Go ahead. I think Anthony finished his point, and then
Yeah, I
you.
finished.
Have you tried Lay's ketchup chips?
Oh, no.
Oh, I tried those.
Lay's ketchup chips?
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
You never had it, Papa?
That sounds a little bit communist. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you know what, Papa? On our cruise, I'm bringing some ketchup chips so you can try them.
Man, I don't know. I do like ketchup on burgers, like in the summertime, but I mix my
Papa, you want me to mail you some ketchup chips? I can order it from Amazon for
Actually,
you.
Papa, hold on. I got some in the room. I'll be right back. I want to show you.
ketchup chips. Anthony, are they spicy? Victoria,
No, it's not spicy. It just tastes like ketchup. That's the chips. You never had it?
no. I mean,
I used to eat it when I was a kid. I haven't had it in a long time.
I have had ketchup with, like with fries or onion rings or whatever, along with like a burger. Like from wherever, Burger King or McDonald's or whatever.
Yeah.
But I never had. Tommy is saying, "Oh yeah, it was
Oh, wait, let me
Margaritaville."
see how to do it.
I don't eat ketchup. I'm not a big ketchup person.
Ketchup.
So,
Okay.
Papa, look. This is how it looks on Google, the ketchup
Oh,
chips.
no, those are different. That's the Ruffle ones.
Yeah, you want the Lay's, right? These.
Yeah.
Now, does it have a strong? I don't even know what to say. I feel like this is some kind of a Cold War thing. Like, if the nuclear vessel does not fire on them, we'll just dump ketchup chips in their front yard at the White House.
Larry, those are big in Canada, I heard, right? Ketchup chips.
I don't.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
D&J was telling me they're big in Canada. They were talking.
I have never had them, nor have I heard of them.
What about dill
Wow.
pickle?
I love.
Oh, I love those. Those are my favorites.
I have them in my bedroom as well.
dill pickle.
Oh,
I've got a fridge. I got a fridge in my room.
you do?
Absolutely.
I'm working on
I didn't
trying
know
to
that. Oh.
It's especially handy when you get up at 3:30 or 4 in the morning, and by 4:30 you can't get back to sleep. Definitely time to eat leftover shawarma, beef shawarma or anything. Tommy
So,
says,
Papa, you have food and drinks in your fridge in the room?
well, I didn't put it in there for decor. Of course.
No, I didn't. I didn't say it. I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah, I got food and drinks, all right, baby. Tommy says it was at Margaritaville in the Mall of America. I filmed it last night. Okay, wow.
Where is Mall America?
It is in Minneapolis.
Minnesota.
It's in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Minneapolis.
You ever get a
I
chance
wanna
to
go
go there,
there.
Larry? It is.
I want to because we have the West Edmonton Mall here in Canada, and I used to live in Edmonton. Used to go there quite a bit, actually. I like that big, huge feel of a mall. Not that I shop at those big malls because
I have a feeling that they have seen their day in America, because it's just too easy for people. I mean, like my wife can order anything she wants
yes,
on Amazon, or if she can't get it on Amazon, she'll go through Kohl's,
Amazon.
and
Oh, I like that.
Kohl's will still give her the sale price because she won't pay retail, and she can get anything she wants. Kohl's. I've got a card for what's the other one? Target.
Target, yeah.
I can call them and order up some groceries or whatnot. If she's in town at the church and coming back home, we live 15 miles inland. She can stop by the Target. She doesn't have to talk to anybody. It's already paid for. I put it on a credit card or whatnot. Goes in the trunk. She gets home. We can unload or whatever, and no real danger as far as being outside of the car. No, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
just some of the things are just a little bit more peace of mind. How I live to be a 54-year-old man, I really don't know. I had to play on playgrounds that didn't have rubber compost on them, and I went to a playground one time, and I was walking around in this black crap, and they said, "Oh, you dig down around, you dig down until you find a dinosaur bone." And I thought, a dinosaur bone? And I kept looking at it, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And number two, is it even safe for the kids? Like, oh, it's perfectly safe. It's just ground up old tires.
Tires, yeah.
I said, ground up old tires? That sounds safe to you. My triplets aren't coming here. I got a safe place for them, the house. I was worried, man. Anthony, tell your girlfriend she's got to sleep at her own house from now on. None of that. None of that
Papa, you
monkey.
never tried those ketchup chips? I thought you had those.
You see the attempt on the topic
Yeah,
change?
yeah.
That was
Deflection.
that was
Deflection.
that's okay. What's that, buddy?
I was gonna say, have you tried those French fries chips? It looks like the sticks.
We
Um,
call them hickory sticks here.
I
Yeah.
have had those years ago. Now I have had one. What was this one called? It's by the people that put out the Ruffles cheddar and sour cream, except it's called double. No, it's called baked.
Sour cream and bacon. Sour cream and bacon.
It's baked potato chips, and it's like it's a little bit richer flavor than just potato flavor. It's
Lay's has a chip called fries and gravy. They also have roast chicken.
fried in gravy.
They have quite a few. And I remember way back in the day where they even had hot dog chips.
I don't remember those. We lived in a town that had a huge Seafort's potato chips. Seafort's was based in Anderson, Indiana. And for many years, they were one of the gold standard family owned chip maker. You know, that's all they did was potato chips.
Yeah.
Now, they did make what you're talking about, the potato sticks that were crunchy.
Yeah, what he's talking about is they're like matchsticks. But I do know in America, and I've only seen them in America, is you guys have potato sticks, like you're talking about, Anthony. Us, we have the same kind, but it's got a hickory flavor, and they call them hickory sticks.
That sounds
Oh.
good.
Now, that I don't know about.
That
Very
sounds good to me.
I'll bring some Canadian stuff so you can try some Canadian stuff, Papa.
Man, we're going to have like,
I don't, because I've never been on a cruise before. I'm sure the snacks on the cruise ships are like, $20 for a bag of chips.
Yeah.
well, usually, for the most part, if you stick to eating like at the buffet,
No, yeah.
one of the things I was able to eat so well and so healthy on this last cruise I went on in 2014 because I could go get a sliver of salmon, put a little lemon on top and some capers,
Crab legs.
and just a little bit of tartar sauce, not enough to make it ugly. And I mean, it was a nice, nutritious brunch, lunch, dinner, the whole thing. I could eat that 3 or 4 times a day, and it was a good source of protein, and it was a good source of good fat, and I loved it.
See, for me, Papa, going on a vacation, the diet goes on vacation as well.
I hear you, and that's
if I'm sitting in my room like watching Netflix, I nibble like with my chips or a candy, not necessarily candy. I don't eat that, and then really actually starting to get away from chocolate. I do still eat a little bit, but
Who are you cruising?
You guys are making me hungry.
if it helps, I'm just about to go start a roast here.
I don't eat meat, so that don't make me happy.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you're vegetarian.
That don't make me.
I can eat vegetarian food too. So
Larry, who are you guys cruising with in January?
just me and my wife. It's our first cruise. Our first cruise, and then we meet you. You'll be the first cruise community channel we meet, and I find it so fitting. You know, the vlog father of the community.
I'm just curious, how much does it cost for a cruise on a ship?
I guess it depends.
It has everything in the world to do with your in
Well,
the
what's the cheapest? I'm just curious. What's the lowest?
For a 7 day, that's the cheapest 7 day. For a 1 to 2 day, you're looking at like $100.
Larry, you know the Incognito?
Yeah.
She just booked a 5 night cruise out of Fort Lauderdale in November for $500 on Princess.
Yeah. Roughly $60 per night is really what I'm told. Roughly $55-$60 per night. Now, of course, it all depends on what itinerary it is, where it's going, what ship it is, what time of the
It's
year
the
it
Regal
is.
Princess. It goes to 2 ports, Grand Cayman and Amber Cove.
I will tell
Yeah.
you, Victoria, that if you cruise if you cruise from Florida, it's cheaper than if you cruise out of San Juan, because we sailed out of Florida one time, and then we flew out of what did I say? We flew out of Florida one time, and we flew out of San Juan one time. The San Juan, the one went all they go further south. So that's going to be San Juan to all the way down like Barbados, Aruba, Trinidad, Tobago, all those.
I think it's the Southern Caribbean.
That's
Southern
the Southern Caribbean. The Southern Caribbean is going to be more because it takes longer to get there. Mexico and the Western Caribbean, which would be like Grand Cayman, Roatan, Honduras, that area, Belize, that's going to be a little bit cheaper. The cheapest of all is probably going to be maybe like
Bahamas, right?
Jamaica, but going through the Bahamas one way or the other, either on the way out or on the way back. Because all of the cruise lines, Victoria, have their own private island. And like if you ever take a Royal ship, Royal Caribbean, they have Coco Cay.
Another one.
Yeah, and it's
Labadee, Haiti too. Yeah.
Labadee. Labadee used to be. I've got a brother from there, and wow, Labadee used to be so dangerous, and still is. But Carnival, I think
I
Carnival.
think. Oh, I'm sorry, Papa. Go
Well, what
ahead.
I was going to say was that one of them bought that up, either Carnival or Anthony. Who bought Labadee?
I don't know. I thought it was just Royal. I didn't know somebody bought it.
It may be Royal.
Is it
was just one
Celebrity or Holland? I'm not sure.
No, it was one of the big three. It was either Carnival or
I don't know. I just know Royal goes there. I didn't know somebody bought it. I forgot.
Okay. Well, when I say bought it, they pretty well own it because they poured so much into it. And I tell you, it is no small feat to provide security to that end of the island. They have to have pretty well Fort Knox in place.
There's a lot of security. Yeah.
Very, very much.
You at Victoria?
I'm in Pasco, Washington. I'm like 30 miles from Oregon.
Oh, you're over.
Yeah.
You're close to me. That's right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
We're up in British Columbia, just north of you.
So you're near
I'm
Seattle?
over 200
Seattle.
miles. It's over 200 miles to Seattle.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Seattle
Victoria,
would be your closest port, or Vancouver, either or.
But even if I could afford to go on a cruise, I don't think I would because I'd spend all my time hugging the toilet.
Well, you know what? It's really not that bad, Victoria. There is normally the first day you can, after you've been on there and you don't feel the boat, you don't feel like this. Whoa, you don't feel it because these are huge, 120,000 tons of metal. And they have huge stabilizers that keep them from rocking like they used to. But after a couple hours, you might notice a little bit of nausea. Ask your doctor for some Zofran, Zofran. There is a generic name called ondansetron, but it's the same thing.
I take Dramamine all the time because I
Dramamine
have
works
an
too.
illness.
Yep.
I have an illness anyway that just being right here at home, I go through really severe spells of dizziness, and so I have to take Dramamine regularly to fight dizziness. And so, yeah, I don't think that I would do well because I got even in a car, I can't go a half an hour in a car without being very ill.
Well,
And
let
so,
me offer you a little bit. I'll minister to you just a little bit. You you will experience much more noticeable motion, much more in a car than you will on a cruise ship. And I want to show you why. If let's say this is the ship, that's forward, and this is aft. Okay. Now, if you see the cruise ship going like this, where is the movement really taking place? Here
Right.
and here. These two spots, all the way forward and all the way aft. It's doing like this. You don't realize it, but the part in the middle is just barely moving. And that's why
yeah,
you request a midship cabin.
That's
Midship
why I always
and
stay there. Yeah.
right. And also if you can go lower on like in a lower deck, like five, lower four, five, six, and every ship is different, but you
Yeah.
really need to get with a travel agent who knows the vessels. And so Anthony probably well, and Plump now,
We're both travel agents, me
they're
and Anthony.
both
Yeah. So
they're both working on this type of thing. And but talk to someone. Uh, I would strongly, strongly, strongly advise going with a friend. Going with a friend, whatever you. Hmm.
well, I used to when I was in my young 20s and teens, I worked in Alaska on a crab processing ship
Oh
for six
wow!
months.
Yeah.
We were docked in the ocean, and I was just fine. I never ever got sick, even in waves and stuff. When there was like windy weather and the boat would rock, it didn't bother me. But when the storm hit and we had to be rescued off of the crab processing ship to a
Ooh,
rescue ship in a storm, the ship was doing this, and when it would tilt, the waves would come up and splash over the sides. Um,
Watch the show
every
Deadliest Catch. You'll know what she's
yeah,
talking about.
deadliest. You were part of the deadliest catch crew.
well, no, I they brought the fish and the shrimp, the king crab into us,
Right,
and we processed it on our
Oh, you were
ship.
on the processing
So,
part of
right.
that. Okay.
You were on one of the big
right,
factory ships. I understand.
right.
But
But
I can tell you, if you can do that, Victoria, I can tell you with calm assurance that, again, this is your first couple, 3 hours out of port, probably by dinner time that first night, you'll be through, and especially if you have to ask your doctor for Zofran. Zofran acts before you have an incident. Zofran will
yeah,
It will prepare. It's a pharmaceutical, and get the ODT, the orally dissolving tablets. And I would suggest to get the 8 instead of the 4, because
my
now
brother used to have those, Papa, and he once gave me some when I was going to take a trip, and it really does help.
yes,
But my equilibrium and the dizzy spells have gotten quite worse the older I've gotten. So it's much harder on me to take long trips than it was when I was young. And even when I was young, I ever since I was a baby, I always had to go to sleep shortly after. a trip began because I've always been prone to car sickness and motion sickness. But and I was fine, like I said, when I was younger, and I worked on the crab ship, but we were docked. It was everybody had to be passed out a bucket when we got rescued on stormy seas.
Wow,
I mean, it was bad.
that is
I've never been on a cruise before, but from what I understand, like we go on ferries here. We have ferries, and that's how I travel quite a bit. And even on a ferry, there's nothing. There's no really big noticeable movements. And so, from what I understand, on a cruise ship, that's even less. So unless there's a storm, obviously, like you're saying in Alaska, it's stormy. Yeah, that ship's going to rock. That's the only time that you have to really worry about what you're saying.
the ships are so massive
Yeah.
that even if there are tall seas, you don't feel them because there might be 3 or 4 waves underneath the ship.
Yeah.
You know how a wave will come in and then 100 feet behind it will be another wave? You might have a wave, then 50 feet, then 50 feet, then 50 on a vessel that is 1,100 feet long. You have to try to imagine the Empire State Building length laid down onto a vessel. It's like a micro city. And also, it weighs 228,000 tons. So a wave can't just do that, no matter how powerful the sea is. I'm not trying to make it sound unsinkable. That's a Titanic curse, but
Yeah.
and don't think that that's the only way it can go. It's not comparing apples to apples if you look at it that way. It's really they have done some marvelous work with the hydraulic stabilizers. They're roughly the size of a semi truck, and you've got them on both sides, front and back.
Which they counteract the waves. So if the wave's
Right,
going up, you turn it that way. Yeah, it
right.
keeps it from.
If there's tough seas, even sideways like that, if they can't get maneuver to go head first into a wave, if they have to go sideways along a wave, and it would normally do like that, they've got stabilizers that won't eliminate, but reduce the painful effects of ad nauseum. So I,
Yeah.
I would love to see it get to go. It is a bit pricey, but you got to realize one way or another, it is everything's included. Now they're trying to change things around a little bit. I was having a conversation last night with John of the Ship Show. We were talking before we went on the air, and I was just asking this, asking that, asking the other. And I mentioned some of the things that I was going to talk to him about. And he was able to clarify on the show last night a few things. And these shows are always helpful. I am going through all the videos. Plump, when is your cruise, honestly?
Same day as yours.
No, 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 Buster. Oh, crap. That's right.
January 29th, 2022. Same day as yours. But you're leaving in Fort Lauderdale. I'm leaving Miami.
Okay.
Papa, I'm gonna get off here. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today.
Oh, dear.
Y'all made me hungry.
Something to eat, love.
And so you have an awesome day. Stay safe. Stay awesome.
Always,
God bless.
always honored to have you here, Victoria. We love you and hope you have a very good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. So are
Anthony,
you?
you look like you're sleeping.
No. Papa, I was gonna say if she could even try like a 4-night cruise just to test it out.
Well, actually, what I was going to say, because
Because
she's
4
not too
nights are
far
usually
from
not
Seattle,
expensive.
Anthony. Anthony, she's not too
Yeah.
far from Seattle. She could take a one overnight trip from Seattle to Vancouver. They have those, and yeah, just to experience what it's like. She's not spending an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? She can get to experience what it's like. She doesn't like it. It was only one night, right? She's not spending $200, $300, $400 for a longer cruise, right? That's what I
So
suggest.
for one night, is that on a cruise ship or
Yep.
no?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's everything. So Tweety. Have you heard of So Tweety? She's in the
No, I
community.
never.
I can't remember her real name. She did a couple videos of her taking the Seattle to Vancouver overnight trip, and I think it's only $99.
Wow.
That's cheap.
Yeah, so $99, and that's including like your room, your food, your everything, breakfast, everything. You know what I mean?
Now they won't do that right now, will they?
No, not right now. But when it opens back up, I'm sure they'll bring that one back, right?
Larry, do you know what ship does that or no?
It's a princess ship. Actually, here, I'll look it up. I'll look it up because I followed So Tweety. Let's see. You talk amongst yourself, and I'll look it up.
Yeah, because I never heard of a one-day cruise. I never knew they did that.
So Tweety, there she is. So Tweety.
In a minute.
Where is she?
I'm gonna have to go, or
Come
I'm
on.
gonna get grounded.
You gotta go, Papa?
I'm gonna have to, or else I'm gonna get grounded.
You have to leave already?
Hey, when mommy calls, happy life, happy wife.
Oh,
He just got on, Papa.
you don't have to tell me about
I've been
that.
on 56
Right,
minutes. I've been on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a princess ship, Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Seattle to Vancouver or Vancouver to Seattle. It's either or. Actually,
I
would
was
be
wondering because I didn't know if it was Princess, Holland, or Norwegian. That's why I didn't know.
yeah, we usually get in Vancouver. Usually get Disney, Holland America, Princess. I think I seen an MSC there maybe once, and then
I
I got
have a Norwegian, right? Or no?
I think Norwegian. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just looking at a trip. Actually, I'm not sure if you get the same email as we get. They're offering a wine country cruise, 7-day cruise from Los Angeles to Vancouver, but that was like $1,200. 7-day
And
cruise.
that's Princess, right?
Where's my phone? It was with no, it wasn't Princess. Who was it with? Give me 2 seconds, and I can tell you. It is with last two cruises.
In this business.
There it is. April 30th, Pacific Wine Country, Los Angeles and Vancouver, April 30th, 2022. 7-night cruise aboard a Majestic Princess. Drinks, gratuity, Wi-Fi, and $25 USD onboard credit. Actually, it's $1,231 with $342 taxes Canadian, which is, let me see, let's say, so 1570 CAD to USD. 1570 CAD to USD, which is $1,200, $1,240
Per person?
per person. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is always the case.
But it depends on which cabin you get, though, right?
That's right. Yeah, yeah. This doesn't say what it is here. Hold on.
I'm just a baby.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
That's what I want to do one day, the wine country cruise. I never did that.
I'm just a baby.
Wow.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it does stop into San Francisco.
Yeah,
So
because I saw the
Los
bridge.
San
I figured.
Francisco, Oregon, a couple others, I guess.
Oh, wow.
There you go, Papa. Come visit Victoria, Butchart Gardens.
I would love to see Butchart Gardens again.
We have another gardens here in Vancouver also, right?
Right? I've not been to that one.
And it's actually not far from the cruise port.
I've never been to Vancouver cruise port.
No?
I've never been to the cruise.
I love that area.
Vancouver's my kind of town. I like it.
Okay,
Larry,
so
Vancouver, don't you go under a bridge?
yes, yeah, the Lionsgate Bridge.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty close too. Pretty cool. I haven't been on it, but I've seen so many. Oh, there's TJ.
We got TJ from Sailing Away with T and K. I know he's changed his name. T and K.
because I'm always on my phone. It's much better now. I can do T&K travels because before it was sailing away with T&K. It was a lot to type out on my phone.
Here is what Victoria really wants to do. Wants to go see her daughter and grandkids in Joplin.
Where's Joplin?
Joplin is in Missouri, and the town got leveled a few years ago by an incredible monster tornado.
Oh,
And you cannot imagine what that storm did to that town. How they didn't, even their hospital was destroyed.
Wow.
I can show footage. Oh, God. It was,
I am so, it hits my heart seeing all these tornadoes and stuff. Like here in where I live, the only disaster that I'm pretty close to is a earthquake, and even still, I'm not anywhere near any crazy buildings. I'm in a mobile home that's basically up on a hill, so I'm not going to be touched by a tsunami or anything. Like there's no danger to like natural disasters other than windstorms.
I follow the weather. I'm an avid follower of the weather, in fact, and I pretty much know the weather for all of my friends and stuff where they are, and I definitely keep track of the center part of the country. The tornado alley, as it were.
Tornado Alley, yes.
And we've had tornadoes here before, but Oklahoma is where the tornado center, the severe weather storm center is, and the prediction models and all that comes out of Oklahoma City.
Even
Actually,
Kansas is bad too. The weather.
Norman,
Right?
yeah, Kansas, the plains coming down out of.
I even get worried where my kids live, but that's not part of the tornado alley. But they still can get tornadoes there.
They can. It would be very rare, but
because they live out where they live, it's basically a plain.
Right, and it's elevated.
Well, it's on the, I guess you would say the north side of the Sandias Mountains. I guess it is.
The air has to cool down as it's coming down the slopes.
Yes, it does.
But it's the proverbial recipe for a tornado is right in the center of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right where Danny Griswold lives.
Griswold, yeah.
There was a tornado there back in 2013, May 31st of 2013, that measured 2.6 miles in diameter.
Wow. That's like a Cat 4 or 5, isn't it?
Well, that's the biggest tornado on record. It's like the wind speed would supersede that of now the difference with a hurricane is it's going to bring in tons of water.
Yeah.
And that has its own unique set of problems. But a tornado, while it's much stronger, it doesn't usually cover as big an area like a hurricane does. But it's something to see when you look at the damage a tornado has done. It's a very surgical slice, and wherever
I used to watch Storm Chasers a lot. Yeah. That's where I got all my visions and nightmares of down there, tornado.
Three of those guys died.
Yeah.
3 of those guys died in that very storm that I'm talking about.
That's right.
And oh my God!
So that's the storm. That's right. Yes, I watched a documentary where they were showing them chasing the storm, and they were a little bit too slow, and it caught them, and
they couldn't pull out of it. That was Tim Samaras and Tim Samaras and his kid, and then I forget the photographer's name, but oh my God, it's heartbreaking. And that guy was known worldwide for his safety.
Yes.
He had never had a problem. He knew when to tuck tail and run. And
they were running, they were driving, but was just the wind. They just couldn't go fast enough, and then the wind just threw them off to the side of the road. That was it. It didn't go up into it. It just.
They just. It was such a sad thing, but as with so many things, when trauma occurs, it does remind us of the things we should have reminded ourselves of all along. And my heart breaks for those families that they have to lose loved ones.
Yeah.
You know what? Insanity weather moved to Louisiana. We just do all the
Anthony's in Florida, but you're in the central Florida, so you don't really get too much damage where you're at, Anthony, I'm assuming?
No, I'm in Orlando. Yeah, the central. Yeah.
Yeah.
Orlando. Now, Orlando has had in times past tornadoes, but not
But
typically. And
since I lived here, I never seen a tornado here. I only seen like
No.
hurricanes.
yeah,
But the
there are
hurricanes are not that bad like some of the towns.
the hurricanes that, if they do cross the state, by the time they get to Orlando, they've lost some of their steam, and that's good for the people of Orlando.
Yeah.
It's very hard. I'll tell you who really gets
But
the
Papa in Orlando is
eastern
not that bad. Other towns
is,
get more.
North Carolina. If you look at the outer banks of North Carolina, they stick so far out into the Atlantic,
Yeah.
and right when they start curving around, they come back in. But it's just a setup for western bound storms coming in from the east. And that's another one that's going to. Gentlemen, I have got to go. While I can
Hey,
hang,
Mommy spoke.
I got to hang on to my marriage.
Yeah.
Papa,
I'll
you gonna
pray-
be
I'll
back
pray
on
for you,
later?
Papa. I'll pray for you.
Papa,
Thanks,
you gonna be back on later or no?
Tell me what. I don't have a clock.
It's 3:48 here.
2:48.
3:48 right
here.
here. Yeah.
I doubt it because it's Saturday. Yeah, I don't think she'll want to.
Mom, my Saturdays are so boring. Nobody does stuff on Saturdays.
Larry, you don't go live?
You know,
No.
I thought about
Uh.
changing my live to Saturday afternoon. I don't know.
Well, Papa, you could do both. A lot of people have 2 live streams a week. A lot of the creators. You don't do that. You could keep your Fridays and do a live on Saturdays too.
Well, Mommy's not real happy about Friday interrupting our dinner every week.
Well, what time is your dinner?
Well, we normally take dinner at 6.
So I was saying maybe you could do it earlier in the afternoon because nobody's on like before Tyler.
Oh, I see you've talked to my wife.
No, I was just saying because I don't want you to get in trouble, Papa.
Well, too late for that, pal.
Because I was saying you could do 2 lives. Do a Friday and do a Saturday. No,
Yeah,
if you want to.
That's a thought. I don't know. You know, I don't. As long
I don't
as
know
I'm
if you're
home-
busy on Saturday, so I don't know.
As long as I'm home and have her curtain behind me and a decent backdrop and this circle light up here and then the overheads, I'm fine. The problem
Papa, she won't come on a live with you. She won't.
She was on the other day.
She did one time. Yeah, that's right. She did the other day.
I got to meet her. It was exciting to meet her.
Was she talking in here?
Yeah. She was at work. I got to hang out with her.
That's right.
That's right. Now I get to know both of you. It's like, we're best friends now.
Yeah, I saw her at work, but I mean, she don't go on when Papa goes on, like sit next to him.
No, she has. Well, she did one time when I was doing my Friday featured Friday friend, and that was months ago. That was like in September, October ish. Well, no, it's October because I already had a stroke in September. And she did come on with me then, but that
Mommy's a natural on the camera.
You know what? We've done this since we were tiny children. Yeah. It's not there's no effort for us.
Well, Papa, I go on tonight anyway, too.
What time do you go on, Anthony?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Eastern.
I'm going to have Mike on from Love Fat Life. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me, let's see, 9 p.m.
Wait a minute. No. You said that the other day. What's today?
Today's Saturday. I go on Saturday.
It's the
I thought you were talking about Friday because remember you said
I don't go on Fridays no more. I changed the spot because I used to go on at like 10, but then I changed the spot. I used to go on like 9 or 10, but I changed the spot. I let Hani take my place, and then now I go on Saturday.
You know what, Anthony? Then I can make it tonight because I thought it was last night. Because last night I'm a moderator for the Down Under Cruisers at 10.
And I thought they go on Saturdays. That's what I thought you meant.
No, they do Fridays. The reason why you're thinking Saturday because it's Saturday in Australia, but Friday.
Oh no. Well, when I talking to you yesterday, because you said it Down Under, I was saying, they go on Saturdays. I didn't know. That's what I thought.
Yeah, no. So now, yeah, I can come check out you
Yeah,
later.
that's on my
There you
live. I
go.
go on
See?
I go on every Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. But I don't know if it's too late for you guys. So if you can,
Too
then.
late. I'm on the West Coast, Anthony. Nothing's late for
But
us.
for Papa, that's too late for you, right?
Well, I'm probably going to try to sleep a little bit here in the afternoon because
If you can't come in, it's no problem. I'm just telling you the
if
time.
you're
Yeah.
on at 10, that's 9 for me. See, that's not bad.
So yeah, because Adventures Ahead is at 9. I go right on after them.
Anthony Simone live show. Okay,
Yeah.
Michelle and
I've got
Josh.
it. It'll wake me up.
After Josh, yeah, Michelle, yeah.
That's
Uh,
a big thing to keep up with. There, that's a big channel.
Well, Josh and Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch them? They go on a 9.
Oh yeah, of course.
they're funny.
Papa, you watch them?
I just can't stop
I've
laughing
seen
enough
them
to keep
before.
paying
I've seen
attention to everything.
Yeah, every night on their stream
And the
they have
high
a drink.
energy they got. I would love to have their energy.
Well, it's the drinks too. Remember they drink.
Oh well, the
on
drinks. Yes, I love the drinks, but
Holy,
they are just so hilarious, and the energy is just like, oh, I need a break.
And you know Josh, he's
In
always
a good way. In a good way.
You know Josh, he's always picking on his mods.
To be young again, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
What are they, like 20 somethings or 30 something?
I don't even know. Yeah, yeah, but Josh always picking on his mods.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, Anthony Simone live show. Today is John and Kelly Klikowski's anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Meant to tell everybody. And Mariah's birthday, and Winter Brochar's birthday, and Dawson Smith's birthday, and it's
My birthday's not until August, so.
Papa, that was nice. You had the ship show on. It was a nice show.
He's easy to interview. He's very easy.
Maybe you should get Sharon and Jamie on. No.
That's already in the works.
Oh, you do? Oh.
Okay, don't tell.
Most of the people. Now I've got some that can't make it because of work schedule. I've got probably a dozen or so that just cannot do it.
So every Friday you have somebody new. You have a
When?
person on. Every Friday you have a guest on.
Yeah, I'm booked through all of February, I think, and all of March.
I have to confess something. I'm not great at interviewing people, but I want to, and I do know quite a bit about how it works, but it's just not a matter of asking questions. That's not what I wanted. Anybody can ask a question, Anthony, so where do you come from? I can do that. That's pretty simple.
This is my first time interviewing somebody, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never had a guest on
I
my
check
show.
this out. Maybe you'll inspire me.
I only had a guest on like when I play the adult games, like with Brad and them. But they always come to my life to play the games. But I never had an interview when I talk to people.
I will
On my
tell
show.
you that a lot of times, if you let it, it will steer itself, and you only need react if you feel it falling off the rails. If you feel like
The main point is not to put the person on the spot.
you can always say,
Papamosa, are you?
right. You can always,
But I'm not nervous because I went on Mike's show before. I just talked to him, so I'm not really nervous.
you can always say, all of our viewers, they are interested to know what part of the country you live in. All our people want to know this, whatever. And make it not only your interest, but make it sound like it's all the interest of everybody on your channel. I want to know, looky here is...
And Papa, when I interview him, should I ask the people, or you could ask them questions in the chat too, or no?
That's your call. If you... I would.
That's what I was going to do.
I've always opened it up to the chat and said, hey, folks, if you have any questions, type them in the chat. Because John... that's no worry. It's a non-brainer with John. I don't have to babysit him, and he's not.
Don't care.
Something stupid, TNK says I do Saturday lives. I'm going live at 4 p.m. Eastern. Wait, what time is it?
It's 3:56
right now.
Yeah, it's 3:56 now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
his live is coming up.
Man, I got it. Okay.
I'm a moderator for J&N Travels at 4.
Oh, you're for J&N?
Sorry, PJ. Yeah,
I'm a moderator for TNK.
Oh,
There
okay.
we go.
All right.
So, yeah.
I'll be over in a bit. Let me go grab a sandwich real quick, and then I'll come back up here. She's
Okay.
gonna kill me. Love you guys. Talk to you after a bit.
Bye, Papa. See you.
Have a
Bye,
great
Larry.
day, Papa. Have a great day, Mommy.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye, Anthony.